What's up, guys? So health anxiety caused a lot of panic attacks for this guy right here. Go ahead and smash that like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt, and leave me a comment as well. Let me know if this is something you're struggling with. Now, many of you out there, I'm sure, are struggling with this. Roughly 75% of the people that watch my videos are dealing with health anxiety, and many of you are dealing with panic attacks as a result of your health anxiety. If you are one of the rare people out there that have health anxiety and you don't have panic attacks, consider yourself lucky, because it is extremely hard to overcome anxiety disorders when you have multiple things going on. And panic attacks coupled with health anxiety is no easy task to overcome. It took me a year of doing all the right things to overcome this. I suffered from health anxiety for 5 years, that last year being a recovery period. Now, in the beginning, what caused my health anxiety was my first panic attack that lasted 6 hours. It was a result of me drinking for 2 days straight, being stupid, partying with my friends. I didn't get any sleep. I'd smoked like a choo-choo train. I came home, had a palpitation, bam, had my first major panic attack, all the symptoms of a heart attack. And from that point on, my health anxiety skyrocketed. I worried about dying every single day. The first 2.5 years, I worried about having heart problems. And that's when my panic attacks started happening. So, they started happening frequently, I was having 5 to 10 of these a day. And they would usually all start off with me having some type of sensation in my chest. I was focused in on this area. A lot of muscle tension was in this area. So I would have every type of pain in my chest, radiating, sharp, stabbing, jabbing, pounding, crushing, dull aches, all of that. I had all of the different types of pain in my chest. Anxiety was causing this, whether I was having a panic attack or if I was just chill. That's how anxiety works until you really, work on your root causes and start to fight off anxiety. And even though you're fighting it off, you can still experience these symptoms from time to time. It takes a long time for your body to get out of that habit. So I want you to know that muscle tension was the culprit for me, and this would set me off. I could be in a public place. I could be at school. I could be, with my family. It happened to me at work. I couldn't hold a job down because I would have panic attacks at work. And one of the biggest problems was driving. I had this huge fear of having a heart attack or my heart failing while I was driving, and I either would swerve off and crash and kill myself, or I'd hit somebody head on. And I was scared that people would think that I was suicidal or that I was trying to hurt somebody, when in fact at the young age of 20, I had a heart attack, and nobody would have thought that, and they would overlook that and just think that I was crazy. That was a crazy fear of mine. I had this crazy fear of having and these aren't crazy fears, they're actually legit fears, but they were very irrational for my age and for my health condition. I was afraid of having this embarrassing and humiliating death in front of people, just falling out in front of people. I was scared to die in the shower or die sitting on the toilet. These were huge fears of mine, so that I would have these crazy panic attacks, and health anxiety was fueling that. Now later on, after I stopped worrying so much about heart disease, my panic attacks got shorter. The duration obviously went down, and there was more time in between panic attacks because I started to transition to worrying more about cancer. There's a difference between cancer and heart disease, or my major fear was in particular heart attacks or having heart failure. That was something that freaked me out because it was sudden, At least with cancer, I was like, well, I can get treatment. I can say goodbye to my family. I have a fighting chance, and it's drug out over a longer period of time. I was afraid of that sudden death at a young age. I was scared that I was just going to lose everything all at once, and that I was going to have time to get to the hospital. I was scared that, the ambulance wouldn't get to me in time, and dying so quickly in front of people and not being able to say my goodbyes. And that's what fueled my panic attacks. So I still had panic attacks whenever I feared cancer or started to self-diagnose myself. Often I would have panic attacks after Googling symptoms. Don't do it if you have health anxiety, but they weren't as bad. So guys, if you're going through this, you are not alone. This is something that I definitely dealt with. You could say health anxiety really fueled my panic attacks. If I had just had a random panic attack and didn't worry so much about my health or believe and self-diagnose to myself with having a heart attack or heart disease, I don't think my panic attacks would have been so bad. Maybe it could have just been a random event, because on average, a human will have 1 to 2 panic attacks in their lifetime. So it's not uncommon for a human to have a panic attack and not continue to have a disorder. So just want you guys to know that if you're going through this, again, you're not alone. Many people go through this. As far as tips to help these panic attacks stop, obviously, if they're being caused by health anxiety, you need to work on your health anxiety. That's figuring out the root cause, getting your reassurance. All those tips are down below, so follow those guided tips down there to help you with your health anxiety. As far as panic attacks in particular, it's very hard to get somebody to snap out of a panic attack. There's very little that helped me. The thing that helped me, well, I'll say that there was one thing that really helped me a lot, and that was exercising. Whenever I felt a panic attack coming along or me having one, I would just go run. I would do push-ups, I would do sit-ups, and for some reason, it helped me focus on my breathing. It actually helped me slow things down, believe it or not. It made me breathe in a certain pattern that helped slow my nerves down and slow the adrenaline. And also any extra adrenaline that I had, I exhausted that, so I didn't have the energy really to continue panicking. And that helped me tremendously. So if you haven't tried going for a jog or running or doing something, I know some of you are going to think that that's kind of, I don't know, not, I guess, ironic, but counterproductive. It's not. It helped me tremendously. It's worth a try. Some other things, you can fixate on an object and, ask, you can play a question game, like where was this object made? How many sides does it have? What memories do you have with this object? You can just find objects around the room to focus on, listening to your favorite music, doing some of your favorite hobbies. There are many different breathing exercises that you can try. All of these things are going to work for everybody. You got to find what works best for you. Hopefully I can have some better tips on panic attacks in the future after I do further research and try some things with some people and see if they help. But working on your root causes of anxiety is the best way to make these panic attacks, shorten in duration and become farther in between. So I love you guys. Keep fighting the good fight. My tips are down below. Make sure that you check that out. If you haven't tried therapy and you've been dealing with health anxiety for, months and months, why not try therapy out? Down below, there's therapy. Actually, it's cheaper than in person, much cheaper. I think it's like $45 a session. So you can try that out if that's something you're willing to do. It's there for those who are interested. You can choose from thousands of therapists. You can talk to somebody like I'm talking to you right now through this phone. And also, if you don't like leaving the house or going to schedule appointments or anything like that, you can do it all from your couch. You can just sit on your laptop or your phone and do it from there. So if you have agoraphobia or if you have panic attacks while driving, which is, understandable, that's something I dealt with, you can try this out. Don't be like me and not try therapy. I should have used that whenever I was trying to recover. It could have helped me tremendously. Also, there are 3 journals down below that I do promote in every single video because I believe in them. I've used them myself. I know they work. There's a meditation journal. So if you're not meditating every day, you need to be doing that. That helps tremendously, not just with health anxiety, but just life in general. You need to get a hold of those journals. There's a meditation journal. There's a morning sidekick journal. Try that out. That's going to help you get your day started. Many of you with anxiety need to be doing that. There is a fat loss and nutrition journal as well. That's going to help you get in shape, get your diet right. That's crucial when it comes to anxiety recovery. Also, my Snapchat, my Twitter, my Instagram, all below. Join those social networks if you haven't. We don't know if YouTube's going to crash one day, and I need all of you guys to be on those social networks in case this whole process has to start over. YouTube just makes me very, very nervous with their platform issues that they've been having lately. Also, my Facebook group is down below. We're over 15,000 members. Please join that group if you haven't. Very important. Make sure that you do that. I'm trying to see if I left anything out. If you want to support the channel as far as donations, there is a donation link down there, but there also is a Patreon account. You get certain rewards for amount that you pay per month. So there's a lot of cool things in there. Try that out. I have some awesome patrons, and I'm actually going to be doing a QA for them. So that's a tier that you can contribute to, and you can ask me anything, and I'll answer it in a monthly QA. I'll be doing that video soon, so you'll see what that's all about. Like this video if you got value, guys, and please hit that subscription button down below and the notification bell next to it. That's super important because YouTube tends to not give all of my subscribers notifications when my videos come out. Hitting that bell will almost guarantee that you will at least get some of my notifications when they come out. I've had even people that have said that they've hit the bell and they're not getting all my videos, which is very unfortunate. But if you haven't hit that bell and you want to get updates, please do so. Guys, I love you so freaking much. We are going to be busy this week. I'm going to continue to try to do videos, but we are moving on Saturday. That's whenever we're getting everything over. I'm not going to have internet for 2 days, so I may, pre-record some videos to put out those days and schedule them out. If not, and you don't hear from me on the weekend, things are probably going good. We're just moving. So I love you all. Take care. I will talk to you later on.